tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the two-point conversion attempt fails. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Taking a shot on the first play. Pulls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and oh my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the final... Single back formation, and they give it to him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Sellers under fire. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. It's caught. Inside the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Sellers. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this off...
He caught it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Runs through the tackle. And he uses a stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. At the 20s. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Dukes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Sellers to throw. He uncorks one deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45, on its way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sellers. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! He got it beat down in bounds.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks the tackle. breaks it past the marker. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Could be an alley. Touchdown. motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Jackson. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just... your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They give it to him again. Knocked off his feet.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Offense in a bunch formation. Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Sellers. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. Really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State, and we talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Sellers to throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I think because the quarterback just wasn't able to transfer his weight and really step into that throw, the ball sailed on him a little bit. That defender had a chance to make that interception. That's one you've got to make the quarterback pay for.
To the air, it's Sellers. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Lets it fly. Misses Launches again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Again, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Buckeye! Into the end zone for 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
Brings it down on the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Now improvising. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Right back to the well. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Offense changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Johnson. And he's in! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sellers. Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. To throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. In the red area, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Throwing, Sellers. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Sellers. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Penn State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And the point after is good. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
A strike downfield. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff to the single running back. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far. Giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throwing Sellers. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. It's caught. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap.
There he goes. corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. He wants to change this route. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a two-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They get to him as he throws. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sellers throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Johnson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they get the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better but then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to...
Touchdown, Penn State. They take the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very...
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Although they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking for space, it's Jackson. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Fires downfield. And make... might be changing the route. Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires it down the seam. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out.
Turning it on. Into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Sellers. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. Ripping through the defense. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moore with the play fake. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. The sure hands, it's Eakin. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. I'll bet he keeps an eye on that play clock this time. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Here comes the Heat. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Sellers to the air again. Back's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dante Moore bringing the heat. And they got it.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the eight ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Moore from the gun on third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this could be really huge for this defense, man. You got put in a horrible spot. You can complain, you can whine, if you want to. It ain't going to help nothing. Like, they do a great job being ready for the pass on first down. Now, second down and goal. They've got to bow their necks. They got to find a way to continue to be physical and make some plays here and try to force the field goal.
To the air, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the drive, if you want to call it that, covers just 2 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Moore to throw. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown ASU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. There was not a window there. There was not a sliver of light. There was like the eye of a needle to zip that ball in, and somehow he got it in.
No doubt defensively, you know it's coming. You know who he's going to, where he's going to. You're in great position, but that guy just makes a play. He makes the touchdown catch. What a throw, what a catch, what trust between QB and wide receiver.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it along the sideline. Open field on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Moore, play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Moving out to the right. Finds his man. It's Harbor. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Moore, under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Moore will throw. Finds a tight end. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. them to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Throwing Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Johnson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Caught over the middle. It's Craven. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. He's got it down the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Here's Sellers to throw. Stepping to the right. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Try to power it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Wow, I love the way the defense is playing here. 2 stops back-to-back with their backs up against the wall, Pollard.
Yeah, and this offense, they tried to throw it. They tried to run it. This is a play. I always think players, not plays. The field shrinks. Let's find our guy on the outside maybe that we know can win.
Got it. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
4th down, Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Throwing more It's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. More to throw for it on 4th down. Plows through the defense. And they get it down short of the 1st down marker.
And what a job by this defense early.
might be calling a hot route. Sellers. He's going to take a shot right away. Holds it in on the left. Finds some room.